Back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and today it's going to be another zombie scenario, and this time it is the turn of the Persians. So far we've had the Romans, the Celts, the Greeks, the Carthaginians, and now it's the Persians' turn to take on the zombie horde. And so once again, as per usual, it's going to be a 7x3 deep Persian front line, followed by some missile troops at the back. In this case we have got some Persian axemen, which are acting as a shield wall for Persian spearmen, and then we have got some eastern archers at the back, who will hopefully be able to hit the zombies and not their own team in the back, but well, we all know what Tab's missile units are like. So yeah, we've just got some Persian spearmen, some Persian axemen at the front, like I said, 7x3 deep battle line against the zombies, and then in reserve we have got some more Persian axemen and some more Persian spearmen, followed by some spear throwers. However, hopefully the spear throwers won't have to be the last line of defense for them. So yeah, we just got another little spear formation coming in to reinforce the Persians. And based on the Greeks in their battle, the long spears should hopefully do wonders for the Persians here against the zombies. Speaking of which, we have got your basic walker, which is this guy here. He moves half as quickly as a regular Tab's unit. He's very weak. He doesn't have a lot of health. He also doesn't hit particularly fast or with a lot of power, but there are a lot of them. Then we've got the runners. They are faster than a regular Tab's unit, but they're even weaker than a regular zombie. They do about the same sort of damage though. We've then got an armed zombie, which has got 5 extra health over the regular zombie, but otherwise they're exactly the same, but with a stick from when the survivor that was turned was trying to fight off the zombie, and well, the zombie managed to regain keep control of the stick rather. And then we have also got the thug, aka the tank. He's just a very tall, very powerful zombie who has a very slow attack speed, but he hits very hard with his fists, and he's also got a whole heck of a lot of health, but he moves even slower than your regular zombie. And well, that's all of them. There's just a whole load of them all throughout the city, and yeah, there's no extra little units like the Greeks had their little levy formation in there, the Romans had some plebs scattered around, but the Persians don't have anything like that, so we'll have to see how well they do. Currently the people to beat are the Greeks. The Greeks actually managed to push out all the way to the back of the city. The Romans were next, and then the Celts followed shortly after, but the Carthaginians were by far the worst out of all of the factions I've tried so far. So we'll have to see how well the Persians do. So let's have a go at it. So in they go. Front line of Persians is of course going to go straight in there. Axemen straight in, very nice. Should hopefully be able to clear out these guys nice and easily. A runner makes a break for it all the way at the back. Actually collides with two spearmen. Got a couple of archers there. I think they managed to take out a couple of units there. An axeman going straight in there. Don't know where he's going, but he's going straight. He actually manages to kill a walker off right there. Very good. The spearmen are of course going to be the ones for the Persians to really deal with. Oh, in comes a thrown spear. The armed walker that it hit though died, I think, before it hit him, but still. The second line of Persians are at least... That's a long range for those Persian spearmen to be chucking those things. Oh, hits. I think that guy was already dead, so that spearman's lucky. That spear thrower is very lucky that that didn't hit his own teammate. Oh, that archer just hit one of the axemen though in the leg, and that killed him. So yeah, friendly fire incidents are of course going to be everywhere. The axemen are sort of pushing out though. That guy's got a sword stuck in, not a sword, a arrow stuck in his shield though. But still, the spearmen are keeping them at well, an arm's length, as they should do, which is very nice. But those spears are going to be the things that the Persians will want to keep facing the front of the zombies. Try not to let them get too in range, and axemen is of course charging straight in. I reckon the Persians should do pretty well here. Spear, very unlucky there, missed hitting a walker. In comes some runners. charging at the axeman, who has fallen onto the floor. I don't think the axemen are really going to do all too much here for the Persians. This guy is bringing an archer with him. Oh, arrow hits a spearman in the back. Another one just whips past. Two of them just whip past this walker. The axeman who got, or the spearman rather, who got hit, yeah, he died from that, I think. So, oof, bit of friendly fire incidents there. Not too good. Down here, there's an axeman just buried under the pile of bodies. He might kill off one or two, but he's going to die at some point. But the spearmen are, of course, pushing forwards, which is all very nice. Some of them are trying to deal with this walker who's stuck back here, who hits a shield, actually manages to kill off an spearman there as well with his other hit. See that, man? He just died. Very unfortunate for the Persians there. Back here, an axeman has actually got caught on one of the eastern archers. Oh, in goes a lot of shots being very dicey, especially that one which just killed off an axeman, which was not ideal for the Persians here. And the spearmen are getting involved. They probably shouldn't be this close to the front line, as in comes another, oh, very nice spear there, chucked straight into a runner. Back here, Persians are still trying to push forwards. You can see lots of spears are in the way. In charges an axeman, but a lot of spears are doing their thing. You can see that there's a lot of zombie bodies, which is all very nice. We've got an axeman there getting stuck in, being pretty dicey, and he's paid for it. He just died with that hit, so yeah, unfortunate for that man. We can see a couple of walkers there trying to make a push for it, but yeah, they died pretty easily, which is all very nice. This side though, they're actually pushing forwards, I think slightly better. No, they're about the same really, about the same. But there is still quite a lot of spearmen on that side, and on this side they've still got an axeman who is trapped on one of his axe is trapped around one of the archers. Oh, axe there, spear rather. I think that went into an already dead body. The zombies can't really make all too much of a headway though. They're really struggling to make any sort of distance on these spears, which is exactly what I was expecting. Another spear goes straight into a zombie, hitting a walker. A couple of them have actually managed to get through here. We can only hope that the rear lines here can deal with them. Oh no, spearman manages to kill one. Another spearman was knocked down, and the axeman has finally got himself free and almost dies for his trouble. He charged straight in and almost got hit with a spear. You see it stuck, lodged in the back of his shield there, poking through. The axemen or the spearmen rather, have sort of parted a bit, which is not ideal. They really want to keep sort of a solid wall of shields. Over here, a spearman has got his spear a bit stuck there, and then he gets put out of his misery by an arrow. Yeah, great job there. Great job there, rear lines. Oh, made up for it though. Manages to snipe a walker there. Very nice, straight into his chest. Not all too many zombies actually left. Surprisingly, they've taken out a couple of the tanks, which I didn't even realise. There's a couple of tanks down here that have died, because there's one. How many tanks are actually left? 2, 3, 4. Here we go. One's trapped around the corner there. There's a big one here, big one there. The other ones must have died already. So yeah, they've managed to take out 2 tanks, and I didn't even realise it. So that shows the power of the long spear. This side, I think, is definitely going to clear themselves up. Oh, shot to the neck near enough. This side is definitely going to clear up their zombies a lot quicker. Yep, in goes an arrow and a spear, killing off 2 walkers respectively, and down goes another one to a spear thrust, but a spearman has just died there. Arrow going, whoa, very high in the air. Don't know where that one was aimed, but there's only a couple of walkers left. Just waiting for the spearman to go for a nice stab. Oh, 2 shots, killing off 2 walkers there. Very nice. And yeah, the spearmen are trying to kill off this last one. Just need a couple of well-placed spears, and then it's just a case of killing off the tank. Back here, not looking quite as good. There is still 3 Yeah, there's still 3 tanks here, including the one at the back. There's an armed walker in and amongst these spearmen, but yep, down he goes, very nice. Still a couple of axemen, amazingly. I was not expecting any axemen to be alive at this stage of the battle, but no, here's 2 of them getting themselves worked up into a frenzy. This guy's got a arrow lodged in his shield, and then he takes one to the leg and dies. Survived all that time just to get shot by an arrow, just like that guy in the neck. Oh, very nice. The other axeman, I think, has died. So I think both axemen died. As I shouldn't have spotted them. They might still be alive if I hadn't spotted them. Meanwhile, the tank is the only zombie remaining left on this side. He's got an arrow and a spear lodged in his arm. He misses one of his punches. He's getting stabbed from just long-range spears here. Yeah, he's trying to take out this spearman. Don't know if he'll manage it. An arrow very badly placed into the pile of bodies. If there are any bodies actually stuck under there, they're going to be easily taken out by these spears though, so they should have a pretty easy time of clearing up. Oh, nice shot to the chest of that big guy. And another one. Very good, very good. In go some more spear thrusts. They're actually advancing forwards. Oh, and a nice shot to the foot. Nice shot to the hand, rather. Manages to kill off that tank. Very nice. So that's this side basically clear. It's just the other side left. As I expected, there's a lot of spearmen, and the spearmen are really doing the work for them. In comes an arrow, hitting one of the dead bodies. In comes a spear, hitting a walker, just about, right at the back there. This guy has actually got 2 spears stuck in him. No, he's only got 1 spear stuck in him, rather. Just the 1 spear, but he does have an arrow in his arm. And he's going to die, hopefully, eventually. Armed walker just died there. Here's a regular walker, trying to do his bit. Back here, the spearmen, I think, yeah, they're trying to kill a walker that's trapped under the pile of bodies here somewhere. So, they'll be at that for a while. Meanwhile, back here, the tank has just died. Very good with an armed walker there. Looks like, yeah, he's got a spear arrow stuck in him. The other tank has also died, so it's just the tank at the back and this one walker plus any that are sort of hiding under the pile, which it looks like there might be. That guy, I think, just died. This one just died to a spear thrust. So, yeah, not all too many of them left. Down goes the remaining walker. Oh no, not quite. I thought that spear thrust had actually killed him, but nope, not quite. In goes a random thrown spear, hits a body. Just waiting for this walker to die, really. and then and for the tank. Oh, there we go. Down goes the walker. As I say that, hit with an arrow, and it's just the full health tank. Now the tanks have got something like 500 health, and I don't know how much damage these spears do. Looks like the archers are coming around the corner though. So yep, the archers are pretty much leaving this side now for the spearmen. We've just got to hope that none of the spearmen die to friendly fire at this point of the battle. They've survived this long, they really don't want to die to friendly fire like that guy just did. Oh, watch that happen. Yeah, the unfortunate friendly fire incidents that happen in tabs is not the best, but in goes a very nice arrow shot there. Another one hits a building. The spearmen, of course, have the range to just reach over the pile of bodies and hit this tank, and the tank is actually struggling to get over the pile of bodies, perhaps. Nope, he's slowly making his way up. He's doing his thing. Over here, the spearmen are, of course, still trying to reach the one body that's trapped under here. No idea where he is. Oh, spear thrust in. He's trapped under this pile somewhere, so he's somewhere under there. Oh, looks like a spearman just died to one of the spear throwers. Brilliant. Another friendly fire incident. Over here, the tank has died, I think. Yeah, tank's died, he's fallen over. Just some bodies trapped, just some zombies trapped under the pile of bodies once again. So, yeah, it's now pretty much just the cleanup, so I'll come back to you once the battle is ended. And there we go. Just, it was a walker trapped under here and a runner trapped under this pile, but after a couple more friendly fire incidents, they managed to get the zombies. So this is what remains. You've got basically all of the archers and all of the spear throwers. I don't know if a single archer died. I think there was one sort of trapped over here, but I don't know if one had been brought forwards in either one of these sides, and I don't know, can't remember which one it was, but I did see him here. But I don't think the archer died. Yeah, I think it might have been one of these guys, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, oh no, there he is. Knew he was here somewhere. No, he's still alive. He's just stuck. He's just pinned in between the bodies and that spearman. So yeah, a couple more spearmen did die, but we'll discount those. Yep, you see there's one just died over there, I think. But yeah, there's still quite a few spearmen left. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there. You've got 5, 6, because there's one right here. 7, because there's another one here. And then I think there was probably another 3 friendly fire incidents, so that's what, about 10 or 11? 10 or 11 spearmen, which is not too bad. Obviously none of the axemen survived, as I expected, if I'm perfectly honest here, but yeah, all of the archers obviously still alive, all of the spear throwers are as well. As for where they were actually fighting, just like the Carthaginians, they weren't able to push up to the alleyways like the Celts and the Romans did, which helped them in their battle, definitely. Their battles, rather. The Greeks just had a winning strategy somehow, and I've no idea how they pulled it off, but that they did. I don't think there's any friendly Persians still left under the bodies here. I think these are all just dead axemen and dead spearmen. Yeah, so the fighting sort of happened a little bit in the choke point. They did sort of manage to hold it here, but they didn't actually really manage to push up fully into the alleyway, the street. And yeah, I think as for how well they did, they obviously didn't do as well as the Greeks, but they definitely, I think, did better than the Celts and the Romans. There's more of their melee units left than those guys when they had their battle. Bearing in mind that the Celts also had their chieftains, which are a lot better than any of these units. They had 2 chieftains and they died in the Celtic battles on both sides. So yeah, the Persians definitely did better than the Celts here, but the Greeks still have the #1 top spot, thanks to what remained of the levy when they were over there. But yeah, the Persians rather did successfully manage to retake the city from the zombies. So far none of my factions have failed to do that, but we'll have to see if that happens in any of the later battles. But for now, this was the Persians. They are holding #2 spot now, with the Romans in 3rd, Celts in 4th, Greeks top spot in #1. But yeah, so there you go. I'll thank you all for watching, and goodbye.